My own dad owns cattle. As much as they are not much, they are just about 12. You understand? But they are ranched. The governor of the state owns cattle too, Governor Samuel Otom, and he ranched them. So cattle raising is not exclusive to Fulani men. You know? So in Benue, we enacted a law providing that since it's been causing problems, ranch your distance. If you find it unpalatable, there are other states. Why are they not grazing in Borno, in Jigawa, in Sokoto? Why are they finding Benue State as a problem? You know?
Okay, well, just before I let you go, Mr. Oto, tell me, there was a meeting between governors of the North Central state and also some ministers, and the idea of a cattle colony was established. I mean, was mooted. What do you make of that particular possible solution?
Number one, I don't think that, legally speaking, that is very, very right, because the law gives the powers, all the land of in the state, invested in the house of the governor. That is what the Land Use Act proceeds. You understand? So you cannot come from the federal government and be and claim you want to get some land for this purpose, because all the lands in the state is vested in the house of the governor, and that in the local authority, in the house of the local government chairman. And so, for us in Benue State, we don't know anything about cattle colony or about grazing reserves. All we know is ranching, and we have a law to that effect. And therefore, as long as the law remains in force, it is enforceable. The only thing is for you to go to court and challenge that law. And when the court says the law is illegal, then we'll see how we can alter it or amend it. But for the time being, this is a law that is still enforceable. And that is, it doesn't take too much to understand this.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for Mr. Frank Uto, legal practitioner and APC chieftain, joining us having a line from Akodi, the Benue State capital. We wish you peace right there at Benue State, Mr. Uto.
Thank you very much, Femi.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Uto joined us live on the line from Benue State. Talk about the security situation in that state and what efforts really and what probable solutions really should be looked at, and what should be the lasting solution to that particular crisis. We hope that peace really returns to that. But let's talk to an expert right now on this particular situation. We talked to Mr. Patrick Agbambo. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Security Watch Africa. He's a security expert. He'll be joining us shortly live on the line to look at this situation and then what we need to be doing at this moment to find a lasting solution to these recurring crises, especially in the North Central states. Benue, he talked about Agatu, I think about a year or two back, and now we're talking about Lugu and Guma again. And when it seemed that this attack would subsidize some attacks still took place some 2 days ago. We're joined live on the line now. Mr. Patrick Agbambo is the CEO of Security Watch Africa, is a security expert. Thank you so much for joining us on Frank Talk this one, Mr. Agbambo.
Thank you.
Thank you. This security situation, you are an expert here. What does this really portend for the nation Nigeria, especially in Benue State?
Yeah, for the nation Nigeria, it's not a good period where people are being killed wantonly for innocent people, their lives being taken for no reason. Only if there are reasons, life is sacrosanct. So, as a citizen and someone who is concerned in security of the country, it's not really a good period. But there is hope, because I know that solution will soon be put in place to ensure that it doesn't continue.
But these crises have been recurring. Why do you think it's been almost impossible for the Nigerian state, for security agencies to handle these herdsmen crises? Some people have described them as a militia, really.
Yes, it's been recurring. It's been over 30 years this has been occurring, and the situation is that they do not have a particular group you can hold responsible for any of the actions. They do not have a particular leader that you can you can call to order or caution or hold responsible. So it makes it a little bit difficult, because as you are tackling checking one group of it, another group is committing another crime, another killing somewhere. So it becomes a little bit difficult, and that's why it's been ongoing. But I know that with the concerted efforts and all agencies, and in Nigeria particularly, doing what should be done, then it will be resolved.
What kind of a group? What kind of a band of criminals, as the government has called them, are we looking at here? Some people have said these herdsmen could be remnants of Boko Haram fleeing from the northeast, and some have said, well, these looks like a well-disciplined, well-trained, and sophisticated band of criminals. How do you put them, really?
Yeah, from the studies done and from putting together some of the reports we have gotten, we know that this group, some of them are remnants of the Arab Spring, of the situation that the falling down of the former leader of Libya, where you have a lot of arms and ammunition moving across the sub-region through Mali and Niger. These are, you see, because Nigeria is part of ECOWAS protocol of free movement of persons, most of these people can easily move across the border without being stopped. So it's not impossible that some of these people are people that were in the were, so to say, part of the situation in Mali and other parts of the West African sub-region. But they have accomplices. They have what I call collaborators within the country, who either is inviting them or directing where they are to strike. So from our reports, we find that most of these people are being invited from outside country, and by people who are in the country who feel aggrieved and seek revenge. And so that is the situation. So I think government will need to double effort to be able to ensure that their collaborators in the country do not continue. Because if they do not have collaborators here, wherever they will not be able to perpetrate the heinous crimes they've been committing across the country.
What practical steps would you say government need to take to stem the tide of these violence? Would you recommend maybe a regional framework, a regional collaboration amongst the states in the West African sub-region to tackle this? Because so one report named these herdsmen as the fourth deadliest terrorist group in the world, and said they operate in Nigeria as far as the Central African Republic.
Yes, regional solution needs to be sought, one. But more importantly, like I say, their collaborators in the country will also government have to engage them in dialogue and sensitization, so that they can stop being enemies of the society. Like I said, because if they do not invite them, they will not come in. So government has to seriously engage their collaborators who feel aggrieved, because you know that some of their actions they say is a reaction of what may have happened. Just recently, we heard about the attack on 6 communities in between Adamawa and Taraba of some militia group who attacked the Fulani community. Some people have actually said that this could necessitate a reprisal attack. It's likely that those Fulani communities may want to invite another Fulani group from somewhere outside the country to come and help them to seek revenge and all that. It calls that the country, the government, security justice must keep watch and engage in dialogue with these people. And it's only when dialogue fails, then any other action, security or military action, can be taken to prevent further killing of Nigerians.
Well, there's been talk of a cattle colony where some states in the north and the north central will give like 5 hectares of land each. Do you agree? Do you think that is a part of the solution? Though the Benue State Governor Samuel Otoma said he's not going to have any of that, saying what his state wants is ranches and nothing but ranches. Do you think this cattle colony will work?
Yeah, I think that is what will work. 2 days ago, I said because Bayelsa State had taken that step earlier last year, and to cut out some areas to say these are areas, the grazing area, and giving strict instructions that no herdsman or cattle rearer must go beyond this area. Once you step out of this, then you have violated our laws, and the law will take its course. That is the solution. That is the way to go for immediately. Yes, ranching is a long-time solution, but you cannot, you can't introduce or force ranching immediately, because these people who breed or those people who rear these cattle, these herdsmen, they have a culture, they have a tradition. They are nomadic in nature. They like moving. It's not something you can't keep them in one place and to tend to these cattle. And to develop a ranch, from our study, using example of South Africa, to develop a functional ranch, you need nothing less than 5 years to be able to grow this type of the species of grasses or whatever, and that will be sustained. So it's a long-time solution, the ranching situation. But more than that, the immediate solution is the colony, the area like we used to have in the past, where you have the grazing reserve. This herdsmen attack started when most of the grading parts, the grading reserves have been encroached into by development, farming and roads and all that. And so if we can see how to, for the immediate, look for areas where this can be curtailed in the meantime, and monitor and strictly followed, then it will be an immediate solution. But
the governor of one of the key states here has actually spoken against this colony, saying what he wants is ranches. That he's not prepared to cede away any part of the state, but what he wants is actually ranches. What's the difference between a cattle colony and then having ranches?
Yeah, what you can call cattle colonies is a dedicated area. Like in Benue, for instance, we know that the river bank area of the river Benue, where you go there, you see hundreds of thousands of cattle there. That in effect can be said to be a colony already, existing. But is the extending, leaving those areas to farmland that are creating the problems, and so these people must be monitored, must be checked. As a governor of a state that means the protection of the life and protection of the life and property of its citizens, it must not be so hard to say no. It must be this way. It must be that way. We must put heads together to find a lasting solution. Ranching, like I said, is a long-term solution, is the best solution. But for now, we must consider that these are the people you need to educate them, you need to sensitize them, you need to prepare them to say, listen, if you cannot go the way of ranches, then leave the business entirely. But we're giving you a timeline. Between now and so time, we need to be able to see how we can cultivate areas for ranching and all that. So it's something that they need to sit down together to find a lasting solution. You can't wish it away. You can't just say, no, they must stop or immediately. No, it will not happen. We have also said again, because they do not have a seriously organized group, those who are about killing. The only organized group that we have in the country is the one they call Mietiala. We have said government should engage Mietiala seriously by saying, if for any infraction by these people, then we'll hold you responsible, because we can expect the Mietiala group to call those people to caution, because they must have contact with them. They must know how to reach out to them. And you see some communities where you see heads of cattle, 10, 20, 30, being led by a minor, a child of not up to 10 years, who may not understand some of the crops, some of these things that the cattle are trampling on commercial crops. And so these are some of the things that cause problems. Then you see communities themselves, some people who are criminal-minded, attacking these cattle and killing some of them. So both sides would need to sit down together with government and resolve the issue.
All right. I'd like to thank you very sincerely for speaking with us this morning, Mr. Patrick Agbambu, the CEO of Security Watch Africa, talking to us on Frank Talk this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Agbambu joined us live and line from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, on this matter this morning. Let's open the phone lines for you to join us, weighing your own contributions. It's such a disturbing trend right here in the country at the moment, and we hope that we get a lasting solution to that crisis, that this needless loss of lives will come to an end. It's Benue today. We hope it doesn't spread to other places also. There are other places even here. There was news report that a woman was also killed in Ondo State. That was also last week. But then we hope that the efforts of the security agencies will yield results as soon as possible. That all of the security challenges will be a thing of the past within the Nigerians. The open the phone lines for you right now.
You can now join the conversation by calling 0806 867 6165. 0806 867 6165 and 0905 648 7177. You can equally make use of our social media platforms. For WhatsApp, 0703-175-9173, 0703-175-9173. Tweet at us at Rave917FM, and Facebook is Rave917FM. Do remember to turn down the volume on your radio set or move away from it. And please, let's keep our comments civil. Thank you.
All right, we have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Femi.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Impossible calling from Egbeda in Ibadan.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Possible.
Actually, it's a very interesting topic this morning. But I would like to say that this problem is from the government. As we all know, all these farmer associations, they have farmer association, and there is even all those cow sellers, they have association. Why can't this cow rustler, all these herdsmen have their own association? So if any atrocity is committed by one of them, the leader of the association can be picked. I'm very sure when the leader of the association is picked, they will point out whosoever that committed the offense.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mr. Sunday from Oshobo.
Thank you, Mr. Sunday.
Yeah. You see this attack of the Fulani herdsmen. I don't know the reason why government will allow it to continue. But those cattle is owned by some people, very rich people and mighty people in the north. They don't pay taxes. If as I'm here in Oshogo, I run an office and I pay for it. So why will government be sponsoring the personal business of some people? So it's unfair. And you know that the federal government knows the truth, but they cannot act because they are the beneficiaries.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Femi Lawal. I'm calling from Onward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lawal.
Mr. Femi, it's very, very unfortunate situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. I think at this juncture, our security has, there should be a kind of overhauling of our security. The whole thing is that they are not serving us anymore. Truly speaking, there is lots of bloodshed all over the land. We are talking about this cattle whatever, about the Benue issue now, because that is the end thing now. If you go to some other states, you see people, you see Nigerians killing Nigerians.
It's unfortunate. The other time we say Python dance somewhere. They thought the Python just danced and went away like that. Some people from the other part of Nigeria were kicked there. Some religious houses were touched, and nobody reported that because it wasn't because they don't want us to know about that. So we should our government should stand up and let's do a kind of rethink about our security. Enough of this killing.
All right.
We are getting lucky here in the first place because we have not been feeling it, and our government are even sleeping as far as I'm concerned. Because it's only in the South that you don't see somebody killing somebody like that. It's going on. But it's not something that is that pronounced. We have to do something about this thing.
Thank you. All right, let's see messages on WhatsApp for the lengthy ones. So just take part of it. Prince Wale Atoba from Obago is saying the killing of many innocent people by Sedani herdsmen across the country must be stopped by the federal government. Nigeria government must take a national policy to stop these menace, and the anti-open grazing is the only way to embrace. And this one from Prince Adequate Tobatele from Ilorogun saying, Femi, the menace of the Fulani cattle rearers is becoming uncontrollable. They have turned the entire Nigerian space to their grass kingdom. These cattle in turn destroy farms in their path, rendering southern farmers economically bankrupt. The failure to protect the citizens in the south is the liability of the federal government, and an early and lasting solution to end these menace is a task that must be done by the Buhari administration. And Femi Faramade is saying, Mr. Femi, anyone who desires but fails to act breeds pestilence. The presidency is too quiet and Fulani herdsmen palaver. I'm afraid if these will not result to people taking laws into their own hands, President Buhari must take action. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Very good morning, sir.
What's the name? Where are you calling from?
This is Tunde from Ogulu, Oshogo.
Thank you, Mr. Tunde.
Let me just start by saying that it is very changed on air like this about life of people who are dying. If people who are contributing on that, if they have relation among those who died, people will know how to react on this issue now. It is very painful when we talk about a lot of people that have died innocently in the hands of people we do not know from Adam. And now somebody will come out and tell the state to amend his law because of his own personal business, and the federal government will not see something bad in it. For you to even come out and say the problem will not stop except the state amend the law, shows that you have something to say concerning the death of those people.
All right.
That is what the federal government should look into.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
What's the name are you calling from?
Femi Shegun is my name from Obago.
Thank you, Mr. Femi.
My take on this, it seems as this government is not sensitive enough to the plight of Benue people, and it's turning around Nigeria now. We should be very, very careful. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Because of our time, let's take this last message. This one is from Olusegun from Estate. It says, my sincere condolences to those who have lost their family members to the cold hands of death in Benue State due to the recent attacks by herdsmen. The silence from the presidency should be abhorred by all of us. It's amazing that no arrest has been made despite Miyetti Allah, a group claiming responsibility. That's Olusegun from Estate. Well, that's the last message we can take. But the presidency has spoken. There's been several, statements from the presidency by spokesmen, the Garba Sheku and Femi Adesina. In fact, one statement yesterday saying it will be unfair to actually say the president has not said anything on that situation. And then, we hope that there'll be a lasting peace and that these killings will stop. We thank you so much for being a part of our world here this morning on Frank Talk on Rave 91.7. If I'm looking at the Benue killings and some other security situation, especially in that state and across the land, we spoke. Resident of Benue State, two residents of Benue State, Mr. David Harbour and Mr. Frank Uto, and also spoke to a security expert there, Mr. Patrick Agbambo. We appreciate you also for your contributions on the program. On behalf of the team and executive producer Femi Adefila, my name is Femi Olanipekun. Thanking you so much for listening, asking you to have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Imagine the sun without heat. Imagine water without wetness.